Hey, Shannon Blaylock here. I work with frustrated network marketers who are ready to take their businesses online. When you do that, you're going to have some things to deal with. It's a good way. It's a great way to build a business. It's probably the best way in the technology age that we live in. But in doing that, you open yourself up to trolls. If you don't know what a troll is a person who just has nothing better to do with their time than make fun of you and what you're doing. They'll do that either, in a Facebook comment, on your videos, on your Periscope, your blog. And what I want to prepare you for is that it's going to happen at all levels. So if you think, well, they only do that to people that are just starting out, you're wrong. Ray Higdon just published a post about it today, that here he is hugely successful. He's gone on to be, this blogging platform to die for, and he's crossed over into other industries, very successful in those industries, training people how to brand themselves and how to blog and so on and so forth. And he still gets these bullies, these little social media bullies who get very brave, let's put it that way, because they're hidden behind a computer. They would never say these things to your face, most of them. But they're going to have plenty to say. And you know what? Let me tell you, I just had this happen to me today. I did my very first Periscope, and I was really, I'm just going to tell you, I was really scared, because it's not like doing a YouTube video where you can just push stop and start all over again, right? It's not like that. It's live, and people are allowed to comment. Well, so here's the funny thing that happened. I have an iPhone, and when I started the broadcast, I couldn't figure out how. I thought there was just a little button that you could push that would make the camera turn around like it would in any other situation, but there was not. So here, Periscope is this hugely, it's an engaging community, and you need to talk back to the people, not like a YouTube video where it's just me talking and you're on the listening end, but with Periscope, it's interaction. Well, I couldn't see the comments because I had to turn my phone around, and it's probably for the best, because here I am, very first Periscope, and there's a troll, and they were such a troll that they didn't even have their name. It was just like A5626, blah, blah, whatever, some stupid number. So in other words, this is how they get their kicks. They hide behind this stuff, right? So they were being just, after it was over and I turned it around and I hit the replay and saw the comments, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Just ugly stuff about, like, they couldn't figure out what this is on my face. Really? It's called a mole. Yeah, I'm gonna have it. So, that's just the way it is. But what I want you to know is, whatever, it could have been anything. It could have been, I don't like your accent. It could have been your hair is whatever. People are going to have stupid things to say. And I very first learned about this back in 2006, I believe, 2006. I went out to LA to see Allie Brown, and, here she is. She's gorgeous, right? And she said that, how did she word it? People were making comments about they didn't like her boots, or they had seen her hair on all of her branding. All of her hair was a certain way, and when we got to the seminar, it was really, really long. And so some people liked that and some people didn't, and those who didn't were just very vocal about it. And I could not believe that people would actually say things like that. Are you really there? We paid several $1,000s for the seminar. Are you there to check out her boots, or are you trying to get value? I mean, where is your head? Where was their head thinking about things like that instead of writing down everything that came out of her mouth? It's just crazy. Same thing happens with Danny Johnson. Anybody, Randy Gage, all these people, when you're watching, just this week I was watching Randy's Periscope and he had to block somebody. They called him the something whisperer, like idiot whisperer or something like that. So what I'm trying to tell you, friend, is just you're going to have to grow some thick skin and just deal with it, because people, there are so many miserable people out there, and they just, they get a kick out of trying to make other people miserable. So you know what? I said, no, nope, I'm going to go make another video about trolls. So instead of sitting around sucking my thumb, crying that they made fun of, my moles and all this stupid stuff, no, I will just go make another video that will give value to somebody else. So I hope what you're taking away from this is you have got to weigh your ego with the goal. And I didn't come up with that. That's a Danny Johnson thing. So you've got to weigh your ego with the goal, friend. And you've got to be willing to put up with the idiots. And if you're not, then you need to stay on that 9 to 5. But I would be willing to bet you probably have idiots you have to deal with there too. So, over on this side, at least you're getting to do what you love, right? And the way I see it is this. There are, between you and your goal, there's just so many obstacles. And there's a number. And you don't know what that number is. But there's just so many. And you just keep going and you keep going and you keep going until you reach where your destination, But nobody can tell you how long that's going to be or how hard that's going to be. But we can all just tell you it's going to be long, and there will be times when it will be difficult. And you just got to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and say, my goal means more to me than this. So I could have gotten off there and been like, I'm never doing a Periscope again. Am I going to let some twit? That person was probably a 5-year-old on, in Bangladesh. I don't, wherever. It doesn't really matter who they were or what their problem was. It doesn't matter. They don't pay my bills. They do not have any influence in my life whatsoever. So you have to, and I've never been a thick-skinned kind of person. I never have. I have always, and that's one thing that has stopped me time and time again. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, friend, so it doesn't stop you. Because it really has. I remember the first time I tried to tell my dad about my company, and he said no. I just cried. I didn't let him see it, but I just cried, and I felt awful, like he thought I was stupid or something, It's a little bit harder when it's somebody of influence in your life, somebody that you're close to. You're going to get those, and you just have to decide right now whether or not you can put up with that or not. And if you can't, then just, I don't know, stay on auto ship and be a consumer, I guess, because this is part of it. And when I got that troll today on Periscope, I was like, yes, that means, I'm moving in the right direction. So you move in the right direction too, my friend, and don't let the trolls stop you. I'm going to go because the boat behind me is about to make some noise. I hope you're having a great day. Live like you mean it. Peace.